week, Cajun Libertarian here. Gonna have Bobo Sims on tonight. So, gonna be a lot of fun as soon as she pops in and kind of everybody starts popping in. We'll get going. Hey Kat, if there's any audio visual trouble, then let me know so we can fix it right here at the beginning. Other than that, as soon as she pops in, we'll get going. Papa Mark, what's up, bro? Ollie? Buzz is back. Thank you, Martha. There's Bobo Sims.
Here I am. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing much better. I found the headphones, so I can hear you great.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. I love the flower.
So
Yeah.
I can keep my hair from looking too boyish.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to
Awesome.
be mistaken for a guy, you know.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna make that mistake.
Never
You
know.
look lovely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to meet
So
Kevin?
how are you?
You want to meet Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin, come here, honey. Come here,
Yeah,
Kevin.
we have to meet Kevin Bacon.
You got to meet Kevin Bacon. Oh yeah. Hold on. I just got out the snacks. So these are like cracked
What's up,
pigs.
Phil?
Come here, Kevin.
Ah, that's so
Come
cool.
say hi. Now, give me a circle.
Look at that. That's incredible.
Isn't he
I didn't know you
awesome?
could even. Yeah,
Oh, they're so
I didn't know you could
smart.
train.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah,
Watch this.
that's
Watch,
awesome.
watch. This is funny.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a kiss. Oh, you got to give me a kiss. I'm right here. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm jealous.
All right.
Yeah.
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 Muddy kisses are the best. Muddy pig
Kevin
kisses.
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. You got to meet Porky.
Bring
Porcupine.
him over.
Mara, bring out Porky.
For sure.
Yeah, you're like, Porky's adorable. I named him for the Porcupine Hub. They actually named him for me. So he's Porcupine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I got cats, so yeah, I'm not herding them in here. There's no way.
Well, cats are a little harder. Pigs
Yeah.
listen a little bit better. Honey, carry him out, okay? Come here, Porky. He's little. Bring him here. What do you see? He's so cute. No, Mara, don't do that, honey. No. Oh, careful. Here we go. There we go. Say hi.
Wow.
That's Porky.
That's kind of a baby, right?
He's a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go up and look?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's Porky. Porcupine.
Nice.
Yes.
Hi, Porky. That's so awesome.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll put them down. Oh. Okay, a little bit hard. So, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh, good. We're going around like crazy all day today. Got to the DMV. Got the floor redone in my house. Busy.
Which license plate did you pick?
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it was an overwhelming majority vote for that.
Everybody wanted that one.
Yeah. They were both cool. I mean, but
They were.
I kind of like the design. So, for all of you that aren't paying attention to all that, she was at the DMV and she put out a post offering which two plates that she would take a vote on. And so we all voted on it. And,
I picked that one. Yes, it says I'm Bobo. So I figured that sounded like like the Batman. I'm Batman.
That's
so going
right.
around. I'm Bobo.
That's perfect. I don't know, for whatever reason, I have this thing in my head. I want to call you Lady Bobo.
Lady Bobo? I'll take it.
Lady Bobo.
You know, I found out, like, that's been my nickname for like 25 years now. And I just found out that like 3 years ago that Bobo is Spanish for idiot.
No way.
Way. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I mean,
that's hilarious. Yeah, that'll happen for sure. I did want to give you a shout out though, because you do have one of the best handle names I've ever seen. I loved it. Eat my shorts, man. Yeah.
That was my
great.
third profile. That was my third profile.
Right.
I'm on my fourth one now, so
right.
I just can't seem to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Several of y'all are multiple felons when it comes to Facebook.
Carly. We're looking at you,
for
Carly.
Sure. Yeah.
She's worse than I am. I'm bad.
Yeah. She is definitely bad.
She is, yes.
So tell us about Porcupine Hub.
Okay, so Porcupine Hub, I actually started that as it was originally a Libertarian Singles Group.
Right.
And, you know, I started that, and like probably 2 or 3 days later, all the married couples wanted in. So it was just, yeah, Carly, you. It was just supposed to be a singles group, but then it started getting really naughty. And, you know, I mean, I didn't know how bad us libertarians were really until we started that page, and we are some filthy fuckers. I mean, which I love it. I mean, I think it's great. I do. But yeah, we started letting everybody else, and then it kind of just turned into this big libertarian love fest where like everybody's just lifting each other up, and I think it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made is making that group. Yeah.
That's incredible, because one of the things that I saw, I kind of had the hunch that at the beginning it was a singles group, but what I could see from my perspective was that it really turned into a family.
It did.
I mean, a lot of guy relationships manifested. I mean,
the king lifting in there is fantastic. We encourage the hell out of that. You know, I mean, it's funny because when we first started the page, you know, there was a lot of no homo, but. And they don't say that anymore. They don't say that anymore. It's just a matter of, dude, your dick looks great, man. You know? No, I mean, they lift each other up on everything. I mean, I laugh about the dick thing, but yeah, they lift each other up on everything. And I think that's the way it should be. That's how everybody should be all the time, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I saw for sure. I mean, it's a bunch of uplifting on all platforms. And what impressed me really, though, is, and I would like you to talk about this if you want.
Okay.
How much trouble you went through with Facebook and having this group. And what impressed me the most was the fact that you were able to use your, you know, entrepreneurship and your ingenuity to stretch it across platforms, and it worked. Like the group stayed.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. But yeah, you know what? We had a feeling. We started getting in trouble with Facebook right away. Like right away. We started getting, we were like, okay, what else can we use? We actually started these on we actually have them on Twitter too, and we have it on what's that other one? The one that Parler. So we had them on those, but those just never took off. MeWe and Discord, like that just like blows my mind all the time. It's freaking awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, it's like those old. We were just talking about that the other day. It's like those old AOL chat rooms. Yeah,
exactly.
I feel totally nostalgic when I'm in there, and it's just like it feels like a totally different world. It's cool. Yeah.
So I encourage you, if you're interested in what she's talking about, and if you're not already there, most of y'all know everything, you know Bobo really well. And but if you're not, go check out Discord, because it has a lot to offer. And we're actually talking about doing the same thing, because to be honest with you, because I watched how you platformed yourself and your group, and that community stayed. So I think a lot of it's copycat league.
Hey, I'm good with it.
You want to model something? Exactly.
You know, here's the thing. I want all the libertarian family to stay together regardless of what Facebook does. And the problem is we're so freaking addicted to Facebook. And I am too. It's my favorite. I love Facebook. I like the platform. It's easy to find your way around in. It's okay, needy pig.
That's so cute.
You know, he's super like attached. But you know, I mean, I just, you know, when our first page got zucked, that just devastated. It just devastated me. It was at 4,000, and I'm just like, I mean, we just loved every member in that group, so it was just But I mean, we have the Discords up to 2,000 now, 2,500 or something like that. So that's good.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with
Yeah.
those numbers. I know MeWe's not that
Yeah.
high, but I think Facebook is actually our lowest numbers now.
But MeWe's still good though. Like I've seen some
Yeah.
traffic there. A lot of it. It carries on. It's constant. It's busy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impressive.
Yeah, all of our platforms are pretty busy. I'd say the Facebook one. Oh, yes, you named him, Matt. he loves his
Matt.
name too.
Nice.
It was his idea. We freaking loved it. So, but we didn't name him Porky. We didn't name him Porky. You Pine. We named him Porky. Porcupine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Still, hey, look, Matt. I would steal that credit too, bro. Not that you're stealing it, it's yours. I definitely bust out there with that for sure.
Hell yeah, no, it was great. It was creative. So,
absolutely.
Right. Okay, you can only climb up so high. Yeah.
So yeah, I know the Facebook page is. That's hilarious. Is that the new pig? Yeah.
Yes, that's Porky. Here's an adorable. His little nose just kills me. You're just the cutest thing. Yes, you are. I'm gonna put you down on the ground to go play. Yes. You're too cuddly. Stay away from Kevin. Kevin doesn't like him right now. Not yet. So he's aggressive towards him right now. So.
Really?
Yeah. He's just really, really attached to me. He's a mama's boy. So like he doesn't like the idea of me giving attention to anybody else. So yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Are you an Office fan? Are you an Office fan?
You know what? I'm not. I've never watched it. I want to, but I've never really had taken the time to sit down and watch it.
Huge Office fan.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch that one with Ron Swanson.
That's Parks and Rec. We're huge fans of that too.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch that one because it's got the most famous libertarian character ever.
Yeah, Ron Swanson. Yeah, I have my first doing this Facebook Live. I wore a Ron Swanson shirt.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, Porcupine Hub, like it took off fantastically, and like I couldn't ask for a better group of people. They're so amazing, and we're like you said, we are just like all one big family, and I would do anything for any of those people. They're fucking awesome. Yeah, and I cuss a lot, so you just have to get used to that.
It's all good. Yeah. It's no worries. It's all fine. Yeah. So that community has really given you an avenue and a resource for a very, very visionary idea with New Mexico.
New Mexico.
So,
and we're going to go with Kevin Bacon, New Mexico is going to be the name of it. Yes. Yes. This is our town mayor right here. As you can see, he is up for the job, huh, Kevin? You up for the job? Yeah. As long as Porcupine's not there. There's going to be all kinds of porcupines. Yes.
That's right.
So basically what we want to do is we're gonna start a fundraiser. I actually tried to start one, and I think that they just didn't like my idea for a fundraiser. They never put it through, so I think I'm gonna have to just find a different way of crowdsourcing money. I don't know. But we're gonna get a fundraiser going to set up money to buy the land itself, just the land, where there's not gonna be anything on that land. There's gonna be a big ass plot of land, like 100 acres, maybe more. I don't know, depending on how much we can get. Then this was Sarah Brooke, Sarah Princess, yeah,
absolutely,
Princess Rivulet. Okay, so this was actually her idea, which I thought was brilliant because I'm like, okay, well, how are we going to get the money to actually do all the things like make the streets? All the things that people are so worried about doing because we want to do this 100% libertarian. We don't want any outside influence. It's going to be a libertarian town. We're not going to move and take over a different town. We're going to start a libertarian town, and so what we're going to do is we're going to actually make a reality show, like talking about all the things we're doing, showing all the things we're doing. Of course, create a little bit of drama here and there, but like, showing us, making our roads, building our water systems and our sewer systems and all that and all the problems that we run into. But the main purpose of this, we're hoping that it like gets picked up by Netflix or Hulu or whatever. But even if it doesn't, we'll put it up on YouTube for free because the whole point of it is that we can get other people that are not libertarians looking to see how it is to be self-sufficient as a libertarian. I mean, that's the whole point of all of this, is to bring more libertarians into the fold, right? And to show them how you can be done without taxes.
That's right.
It can be done. So, and that's what we're going to do. We want to have like a big ass community garden, and I mean, we just want everything to be like, go back to the 1800s, do everything self-sufficient in our own little bubble. away from all of society. So that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. So basically, independent, self-sufficient. So you got to have water, you have to have gardens,
Right.
you have to have plumbing.
Yep. And here's the thing is we have like a little bit of everything in the Porcupine Hub. So we've got just about everything covered. So we would need money for the supplies and all that. But I don't see, even if we had to come up with it on our own, we could figure it out. I think we can figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been following this plan of yours for several months now, or a few months. I really, the timeline, escapes me. But
yeah.
So I have seen exactly what you're talking about, though. Like there's a lot of people in that community who are already committed, who are already devoted, who have the craftsmanship, they have the tools, they have everything they need. And it's pretty amazing because it's not just some lofty idea. Like,
and that's what I was thinking. I was asking everybody, is this just a pipe dream? Is this something that we can't actually do? Because like I feel like my mind is so wrapped up in this bubble and up on this cloud. But we have sat there and gone through everything. There's no reason why it can't work. None. It absolutely can.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it can work, because a lot of that falls on being a visionary and inspiring people, and the fact that you've been able to do what you've been able to do on these websites, or not necessarily websites, but these networks, these platforms, and you've really been able to pull people together. It's very impressive.
Well, thank you.
I will say, you're very welcome. I will say this, Bo Lee, if you don't accept my friend request, I'm going to come on there on my personal profile and come get you. All right.
I don't know if Bo's on. I don't think Bo's on here. He has had some serious issues with his oops. You don't need to see the back of my wall. Sorry about that.
Still cute though.
Yeah. He hasn't had Wi-Fi. He had to move. He had like his roof collapse on him while he was sleeping. So he had to move into town, and for some reason in town he has less service than he did out in the woods in the middle of the mountain. Yeah. So the poor guy hasn't been able to be online or anything. Poor thing.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna make sure he comes back on here and watches this though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love Bo.
Me too.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah.
yeah, very much so.
Yeah,
so
I'd say, for even if not being a singles group, it kind of shaped up to be. There's quite a few singles hooking up there, so a lot of couples.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see a lot of married folks in there. I see a lot of couples in there.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of married couples. There's like Stephen and Christy, and let's see, we got Chris and Amy. We've got Carly and her new guy.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I love seeing it too. I love like seeing all these stories and seeing when I go on there, like you're saying, everybody just seems like a big family. When people go on there and they're talking about how the group has helped them with their depression or has helped with this and that, and it's like, wow, I didn't start the group off to do that, but how amazing is that? How cool is that? I
mean, that's incredible, and that's really what we want to try to do. That's why we're all getting together on these projects right now, is because what we need is that.
Yeah,
that's what everybody needs.
We're
I don't all know. Gonna have differences.
You'll like this. You'll appreciate this. Maybe you guys can do it on the Cajun Libertarian page too. Okay, so what we started doing yesterday, and actually officially started today, but we're starting tasks of the day. So I'm sending all the people from the group out to do something nice every day. So like yesterday was to go and give 5 compliments to people that you wouldn't normally give a compliment to. Today it's I sent them out to buy something for somebody that they didn't know, like coffee or breakfast or whatever. So so tomorrow I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're doing something different every day. And the whole thing is we're gonna make sure everybody understands it's a libertarian doing these things for them. So
that's excellent. Yeah, I mean, it's a practical way to spread the message.
I got the idea from when we were doing. Remember we were doing the tips before the election, and we were writing in the thing, taxation and stuff, and giving really large cash tip. Yeah, that's basically the same idea. It's basically the same idea as what I was thinking. So.
Okay.
Just go out and do nice shit for people and make sure they know it was a libertarian. You don't need to know. They don't need to know it was you. I was telling people, when you buy their coffee for the person behind you, give the barista a little note to give them saying, from your friendly neighborhood libertarian.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. I've done that on my tips.
Nice.
Need cash, Cajun Libertarian.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. You know,
Yes.
anything to just drop a nugget. And I haven't expanded on it like you have on this, but I have set goals, and I've been kind of vocal, I think, about it on Facebook, about the goals that I set. And I still do that. Like my goal right now is I want to have at least one conversation a day about how the government sucks.
Nice.
It's
And that's
simple,
all it takes.
but
That's the thing, is everybody seems to think, and I did too until this year. Until this year, I did too. I thought that you needed to have a lifetime in politics to be involved. You know, you need to
right.
have a law degree. You need to have, you know, all the right people and everything else. But honestly, all you just need to do is jump in and just start doing it.
That's right.
You know,
I mean,
everybody's got to, you know, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Just jumping into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, all I did was just start making goofy memes and then started talking to people.
I was loving watching you when you were just starting your page. I loved it.
Yeah, thank you.
I was enjoying watching you build. So
I couldn't believe it caught like it did. It was just, I thought I was just being fun and goofy, but we also need that. We all need to laugh, but that's part of being in the community, is that we're enjoying each other's presence. We need the lighthearted. Everything looks so negative all the time.
All the time. And here's the thing, is that I think on too many of the libertarian pages, and God bless them, I love them all. I love all of the libertarian pages. But
that's right.
But, and I know you're going to agree with me on this, the biggest problem we have on the libertarian pages is our fucking mouths. Like, we don't know when to shut the hell up and answer questions. When people are curious about the Libertarian Party, they're going to have concerns about things like open borders and no taxation. They're going to have concerns about it. We all did. Yeah. We all had concerns. So rather than like, look it up yourself, you know, fucking Google it. Or, you know, I mean, talking to other libertarians, you're not a fucking real libertarian, you know. I mean, maybe try being nice, and maybe we'll get more people to the party. I mean, just saying, I'd like to win an election. I don't know about you, but I'd kind of like to get one of our people in office. You know, we're not going to ever have that happen if we don't fucking change what we're doing. You know, we have to change.
Yeah,
we have to change what we are doing.
Yeah, the infighting is
and
cancerous.
People see it.
There's no doubt about it.
It's very, and people see it. And all the outsiders seeing it, and they're like, "Yep, this is why the libertarian thing is never going to work." You know, that's exactly what they're saying. They're seeing that, and they're like, "Yeah, well, I mean, these fucking idiots can't even get it together on their own page." You know.
I mean, it's dumbfounding, and that's why the fifth principle that we decided to lay down, that fifth core principle, was just be a decent human being.
Right. Right.
Be a decent human being. You attract more flies with honey. Stop throwing vinegar all over everybody.
When I first started Porcupine Hub, I lost quite a few hardcore libertarians, and like I was warned by that person that we were talking about earlier, that I was going to lose all the hardcore libertarians because I wasn't letting people say just whatever the fuck they wanted to say. And the conversation was actually about rape victims, and he was going on and on about how yeah, exactly, Mimley.
Yeah, being nice.
But yeah, he was going on something about the victim mentality or whatever, and I'm like, you know, that shit is that's not gonna fly here. I'm not okay with that. We're not gonna re-victimize victims. That's, you know, and as far as I'm concerned, the NAP does apply when it comes to some things as far as words go. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're going after somebody, if you're attacking somebody that has PTSD or severe anxiety, severe depression, something like that, and you're going to go after them and attack them to the point where, you know, maybe they have a breakdown or something, that is a huge violation of the NAP. Huge.
Yeah, and my problem is that it should not even involve that.
No, it
shouldn't.
You
just have some respect. Have respect. But if you don't, then we're gonna put you in place. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I lost a few people on the page, but honestly, every single one of us was like, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I don't think, I mean, most of the people, you know, that are actually involved in the Libertarian Party and like, you know, being you know, doing something with the party and trying to build it up and stuff are all for it. It's the ones that want to not have the party move forward that like really like it in our little box that we're in right now, but it's not going anywhere, and you know, we can just be perfect in our righteousness by ourselves, you know, and that's not what we need. We need to open it up and, you know, be inviting and welcoming. So
I mean, that's been a huge problem of ours, is being ostracized and being so pretentious. I mean,
Yes,
I'm so guilty.
exactly.
I'm so guilty.
I used to be.
I am very pretentious.
Yeah, before this election, I was too. This election, no, I'm just like, okay, I've had enough. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't. We need to do something different because this shit ain't working.
It's not. Not at all. We got every force working against us. So
we
need to
do.
utilize. Yeah, I mean the media.
Well, and that's
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say you had mentioned that you wanted to talk about the possibility of running, and that's something
very much so.
Oh my God, I never would have considered that in a million years, and that conversation has only come up in the last week. So the fact that you brought that up, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it yet. But honestly,
my bad.
No, you're good because I did bring it up. So I think I'm going to though. I think I'm going to just because I mean. If we don't get any libertarians going in local offices, again, we need more libertarians at every level of of government. We need more libertarians. And I realize that, I mean, I've got a history where I used to be a drug dealer. I've got naked pictures out there. Obviously, you've probably seen them. So, I mean, everybody's seen my boobs. So, I mean, I have a feeling I'm going to run into some fun stuff if I, when I'm running for office. Yeah. I mean, we don't want this asshole in office. If you see her titties are all over the place and she used to be a drug dealer. You gonna make memes for my campaign?
Yeah.
Aw, I love you, Princess.
Yeah.
She's my favorite. I'm gonna send you more flats.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
What I would say to that is, what I would say to that is, what we doing ain't working. So what are you worried about all that for? We've been failing miserably for.
Jeez. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to freaking get over it, and I know that I'll have the support of everybody in the Porcupine Hub and all my friends here and stuff. So I can deal with it. I mean, worst case scenario, I plan on moving to New Mexico soon, anyways. I mean, if I ran for office here and actually make it, then I'll stay. But if I still want to build, the New Mexico thing. You want to be Spike, so you don't want to be my running mate, Emily?
I just saw that.
You live right up the street from me. Fine, I'm not gonna take you with me.
She got.
This is true. Savage. Maybe that's the problem. I have not sucked enough dick to get in the Oval Office. That's what it is. I need to go find some, Biden!
That's so funny. She is a savage. Yeah, I mean, Kamala has done way worse.
She has.
Wow.
I don't think she was ever a drug dealer, though. See, that's the thing. A lot of people, we all feel the same way about drugs, but other people here, she used to be a meth dealer. That's kind of a hard one to get past. But I've learned from my mistakes at least. I'm not a meth dealer anymore.
Yeah. So, and look, since you're sharing, I've been to jail about 7 times. I've got double-digit charges. I escaped a couple felonies. I've been to rehab. I've worked with rehabs. So I mean, I've got the same thing, but I still have heavy hitters. I still have heavy hitters that are asking me to run for office, and so I put no stock in all that stuff, especially with the state that we're in right now. The atmosphere of the country, people need real leaders, and they see people that have recovered from that lifestyle as leaders. So
well, that is
put
the
that
thing.
badge. Wear that badge.
Someone here, when I did mention it on my other page, my first page, my Sarah Bobo page, I had some people actually messaging me because I used to do events, and I would always Emily and I did events together. Emily McKendricks, who is on here right there, who's going to be my running mate. She better be, or I'm kicking around.
Yeah.
Anyways, we do events, and we would always support all of our local charities. So we're pretty well known for taking care of some of the community. So that's one thing I'm hoping that'll work in my favor. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe people.
I mean that's what you do. You build a name.
I hope so. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully those the building up the community and lifting up the local charities and stuff that's Maura. Say hi, Mara.
Nice.
You're on Facebook Live. See all those are the people that are watching you, that number up there in the corner?
Yeah.
She got shy.
She did.
I'm hoping the good deeds like will outweigh the boobs and the drugs.
Yeah.
We'll see. Although boobs are good deeds. I mean, if I'm sharing those, then I'm being nice to people, right? I'm making people stay.
They are very popular. Yeah, they are very, very popular. Nathan had a good point here. He said the issue are people who haven't lived life. That's who's running the country. They don't have real experience with life. I'm assuming it's hard to scroll through this one live at the same time, but it's a good enough point right there.
You know, and that's funny, that if I was voting for somebody, I would be the first person to say, oh, you know what, I'm going to take the person that's lived life. Yeah, like you said, I would be the first person to say, okay, this person has done all these terrible things, but look what they've done with their life. You know, I mean, and that's what I look at. I mean, I look at what I've done with mine in the past year and a half. I mean, going from the relationship that I was in, almost getting killed from it, you know, and then turning it around, building the hub, you know, getting all my stuff done here. I think I'm doing damn good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
good. I got this.
The ceiling is very high. You got this. If AOC can be a congresswoman, you're fine. You'll be all right.
That's true. But, you know, I mean, she's got a degree. I don't have a degree, so.
Yeah. I think you'll be okay.
Oh.
So if you don't mind sharing, what do you have any ideas for what specific chair or office you want to hold?
You know, I don't know. I think city council person would be just probably the easiest one to get into. So no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, Governor.
I'm actually
Governor Bobo.
Governor. Yeah.
Governor Bobo.
Sky's the limit.
I got this. And yeah, Emily's gonna be my first lady. She's like, I don't know about that.
Emily's gonna be your first lady.
Emily's gonna be my first lady.
That's right. Bo will go cut firewood in the back.
Yes, he can go be my lumber snack in the back.
That's right. Lumber snack. Nice.
My lumber snack in the back. Yes, much better than
That's
Sisolak.
hilarious.
Oh my God. Sisolak has got to go. Our governor here, like, it's California 2.0. Everything California does now. Everything.
Wow.
Princess, you can come and be eye candy at the governor's mansion. You can be my press secretary because you're a good speaker. I think she'd be a great press secretary, actually.
She would be absolutely ruthless. Perfect.
Who?
Perfect press secretary. Princess.
Yeah, she would. Okay, what major issues we'd be focusing on as councilwoman if I got it? Oh, boy. Okay, so that is a good question. On the local level, we'd be talking about growth. The growth here in Reno is just fucking stupid. The amount that they're allowing people to move here. You are so nice, and yes, and you're just mean enough for the times that we need you to be mean, and that's a good thing. Trust me.
That's exactly right.
And you're sexy, and you have the most sexiest voice ever. It's like butter and honey, and I love it. So yeah, I would be talking about growth because we have a water issue here. We have a huge homelessness issue. Yeah, that would be something else I would be talking about. Because the homeless issue here is just absolutely horrendous, and the police's idea on how to take care of it is to go and just mow down the tent cities and throw away their tents and all their belongings and that's how they're taking care of the homeless people here. Yeah, it's a bad problem. Ever since California, it doesn't. And the problem is California is moving here by droves. Our population has almost doubled in the last 5 years. It's like ridiculous.
Wow.
And we live in a drought area, so we do not have the water resources to take care of all these people. And all of us native Nevadans have known this forever. Like, we don't have why are you still letting people move here? Like, stop that. Stop inviting them. We need to stop that. So that's a huge problem for us. But yeah, because the Californians are moving here, it's driving up the cost of housing. Our housing has doubled in 2 years. Like, it's bad. Like, all the rents have doubled. Like, a 2-bedroom house here now, a 2-bedroom house, a small one, like 1,200 square feet, a 2-bedroom house would go for about $2,000 to $2,400 for rent.
Oh my God.
And we're not in California. We're in the desert. We're in a desert. So we don't have like great soil. Right. We don't have, what other options would there be to help with homelessness? Let's see. As long as, because we're not getting rid of taxes anytime in the near future. So I don't know. We could like maybe put them to work, kind of cleaning up some of the roads. Just a thought. There's plenty of stuff that needs to be cleaned up out there. Give them a freaking paycheck. Just a thought. It's not like we need the taxes for, schools or anything.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback off of that too. A lot of those homeless people are drug addicts and alcoholics, and there's a ton of free residential rehabs. People just got to be willing to go. That's the thing. You got to be willing to go.
Mental health is a huge too. Yes, as Princess just said, right as I said that too. Yeah, mental health is a huge, huge thing, and I think there's more people with mental health issues than there's the drug and alcohol issues. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you have all the vets that are out there. The vets that are out there with PTSD. You've got, the people that just have schizophrenia and stuff. Like, the people that we go out and feed all the time. And there's always the people that like, they can't even focus on anything. So, bye, Cat. Yeah, they can't focus on anything but what the voices and all that shit. So. Yeah, mental health, I think, put them to work if they want to work, and, drug and alcohol treatment programs. I think between those 3 things right there, you solve the problem. Nobody wants to be homeless. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Nobody wants to be homeless. Right. I've been homeless. I've been homeless. So I remember everybody around me. Nobody wants to be homeless. Everybody likes to say people want to be homeless. Bullshit. Bullshit. No, they don't.
Man, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I've been homeless several times. Nathan had a good point. He said, do you think the homeless could benefit from an abolition of the minimum wage? Probably.
Yeah, I think so. But that's one of those things. I think that, like, the abolition of the wage would need to be done on the national scale first before we try and do it locally, because if we do that, it's not going to be good. Right. There won't be the competition that we need to drive up the wages, and we got to have the competition. But if it's only in Reno that we get rid of it, guess what? Everybody's going to leave.
Exactly. Emily said, and the homeless want to clean up after themselves. They just want places to dump their trash.
They need places to dump it, yeah. And that's the problem is, like, people don't want homeless people dumping in their trash cans. The stores don't want it. So where are they supposed to put it? They don't have a place to put their trash. So, of course, they're going to leave messes. Of course they are. That's the problem is too many people, don't put themselves in the shoes of the people that are homeless or poor or struggling. All they say is, why can't they change? Yes, you're absolutely right. She says, Cassandra, and how many of these homeless people have a record that could be expunged too? Yeah, like drug crimes. You know?
Yeah, how many? Almost all of them.
100%.
Almost all of them are going to be drug crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent right there.
Yeah. This is why we need we need more libertarians in office. Let's fix this shit.
Yeah, it's got to start on the ground level. You got to start at the local level. You got to start at city council, school boards,
right.
Doing this stuff here, getting out, spreading the message, and inviting friends. Let them know that what we are is not a joke. They have more than one option.
You know what? I don't even think, has this been shared to the Porcupine Hub yet? Okay, I'm going to share it anyway.
No, we're just on my page now. We'll have to share it after we get done.
Huh?
As far as I know.
Well, I know you tagged me. Excuse me. You tagged my Bobo Sims, but I have more people. I have like 5 times as many people on my main page, my Sarah Bobo Sims. So I'll share it to that page so everybody can see it.
Let's see. That's weird. I was gonna see if I could add you. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, Sarah.
Sarah Bobo Sims. Yeah, and I'll share it again too from both of those pages. And yeah, I don't really usually eat my shorts, man.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Let you do it later. Yeah.
It's funny. I'm like listening to myself talk, and I really hate my voice.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody hates their speaking voice because medically you hear about 80% for bone transfer. So when you hear it shoot back at you, I've been a musician.
Oh, it's even worse. I'm about 70% deaf. So imagine that like times 20.
Yeah.
It sucks. My voice sounds terrible to me.
Yeah, I can't even comprehend that. Yeah. All I can do is try to sympathize.
Hey, as long as I have lips to read, I'm good.
Love y'all.
Are we taking too long? How long have we been on here?
40 minutes or so.
Wow.
Not too long.
It didn't even feel like that long.
41. No, it goes fast.
That's funny.
You just need to get used to their voice.
You need to come on. Okay, so you need to come on the Liberty and Lingerie, because that is freaking fun. Yeah, we usually go on for at least a few hours on there, just talking politics, shooting the shit, sitting around in our lingerie and underwear.
Yeah.
You know, it's a blast. We have so much fun. Put her on there. No, you can't really see anything. All you're seeing on eBay is like the straps. So I mean, it's just literally, yeah. We're just sitting around like it's kind of like a joke, you know, how you talk about how it's easier to speak publicly if you're imagining everybody in their underwear. See, this way,
right?
You actually are seeing everybody in their underwear, so you can just sit there and shoot and sit, and not worry about having the spotlight on you.
That's so funny.
No, it's fun. We have so much fun on there, though. We completely forget. You forget that you're sitting around and
Yeah.
See, Cassandra says, it's fun.
Yeah. I know Princess on there quite frequently, so.
Well, she's almost always our main speaker because she's got that voice. I mean, that voice is it's like silk. You've listened to her speak, right? Have you heard Princess?
Right.
Have you heard her?
I have not heard her live. No, we just no.
No. Oh,
no.
She has got the sexiest damn voice. Like I could sit there, and listen to her all day. It's
funny.
I mean, it's like a combination of butter and honey and just it's sexy. It's hot. She has got a fucking sexy voice. Yeah. Okay, so you were asking a question. How did we all get? What got you all in libertarianism? Okay, so for me, see, bring your wife on to the Liberty and Lingerie. Bring her on. She's a libertarian, right? Yeah, Princess Rebecca is great. Should bring your wife on.
Yeah, she's a libertarian, but she's not gonna go on camera now.
Oh.
Never gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah. Nathan was asking, how do we all get into libertarianism? Okay, for me, my very first election that I voted in, I actually voted for Ross Perot. And then, so I'm old.
Awesome. I remember Ross Perot.
Oh, he was fucking awesome. I would vote for him again. That guy was a freaking riot, and he was smart. He was really smart. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Then I think I voted for Clinton the next time. Then I went, after watching him deal with all of his stupidity, the next one I went straight conservative, from there on out, and then just watching all these idiots just make mistake after mistake after mistake, doing all the same things that they're accusing the Democrats of doing. The fallacy of it all, the stupidity of it all, the whole them saying, it's bad for them to do. It's like the kids in the cages. Oh, you're such a horrible person for putting these kids in the cages. Meanwhile, taking the kids and putting them in the cage, I mean,
Exactly.
It's hypocrisy, and it's stupid, and it's pissing me off, and I'd had enough. So that's why. And I mean, the more I looked into the Libertarian Party, honestly, I probably would have joined just about any party at that point, to be honest with you. But the more I looked into it, the more I loved it. It's everything that I believe in, with the conservative values as far as the Constitution goes, liberal values as far as do whatever the fuck you want to do and keep the government out of it. It's perfect. It's perfect for, I think, most people in America.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The stigma we have to break is the fact that the big thing is I can't tell you how many people I run into and they say, I'd love to vote Libertarian, but they'll never win.
Or this election's too important.
This election's too
I think was the deciding factor after hearing everybody say that. Every single person from both sides said that last year. Every fucking person I love the libertarian ideas, but this election's too important. But they say that every time. They say that every damn time. So that's why I'm like, this time around, I don't give a fuck what I have to do. I'm starting from the day the election ends. And I'm not stopping until 4 years from now when we have our president in the office. Let's see. It's an election, not a horse. That's right. That's right. We're not betting. Thank you. We want the person that we want in there. We don't want the one we think is going to win. We want the right person for the job. And that's the problem, is too many people are just, well, they can't win against, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so the reason I started diving off into libertarianism is because I'm already very defiant. I hate authoritarianism. I've always had a problem with authority where it was a legitimate problem, right? And so finding middle ground with either side was never easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
The only presidential election I ever voted in other than 2020 was 2000. I voted for Bush and I was like 18. That's what my parents did, so that's what I did.
Right.
And then I stayed out of it for a long time because it didn't affect me. It didn't affect my life. And then Obamacare hit.
Oh, God.
We were making bare minimum wage just to pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
And they hit our taxes.
Yeah.
And our taxes is what did everything for us. Like I'd fix my car, I'd do house repairs, I'd do stuff with my taxes. And because we couldn't afford health care, they snatched that away from us. And I immediately got very mad about it. And it shot me right off back into politics and naturally led me right into libertarianism.
Right. Yeah, that Obamacare. Oof. I've got chronic back issues. We went from paying, I think, $600 a month for a family of four, okay, for our premium, okay,
Right.
and having like, I think it was $20 copay, and like it was $1,000 or something like that yearly. It was decent, and it was top of the line coverage. I could get every procedure I needed to have done on my back, and I was getting them regularly. I get them once a year. I get ablation done so I could, stand.
Wow.
And once Obamacare hit, our premium went to, I think, $1,800 a month for the same insurance, $1,800, and our out of pocket per visit was $100. And our deductible on that, I think it went to like $3,500. I want to say it was like 30. It was, I mean, everything just went through the roof.
God.
Yeah, yep. But I mean, we had to pay it. So
Yeah.
Now we just have no insurance. So
yeah, I still don't have insurance. I've only had it for a little while in my life. I really haven't had insurance much.
yeah.
Yeah, so when Obamacare hit, we didn't have insurance, and then they snatched it from our taxes. But I've got family members that have the same story as you, quite literally. They had their tax plan, and then the very next year was triple or quadruple in all categories and all sectors. It's unbelievable.
Right. It's
that kind of stuff is devastating, and that's why I'm libertarian for the most part, because you know what? Do what you want. Keep it in D.C. I've been that way for a long time. Just let us go do it. Let me live my life.
right.
Let me and my family do our thing.
Let us do our thing, and stay the fuck out of my life.
Yeah, you want to go do your thing in D.C., fine, whatever. We got no control over that, honestly. but just leave me alone. And,
Yeah,
and that's getting worse. They're not leaving us alone. We have to do something.
that's getting worse. The taxes are getting worse. Yeah, you know, so that's the funny thing. Oh, well, it's only going to raise your taxes by like $1. You guys get along. Stop it. The pig and the dogs are fighting. Happens. That's what happens when you live in a zoo, you know.
Yeah.
No more marshmallows for the pig, Mara.
We gave him 3.
It's
Feed
so
the
funny.
pig marshmallows. Little stinker.
I only gave him 3.
Oh, so what else? What else should we talk about?
When Nathan says here, it blows my mind that more people don't understand that the government doesn't have your best interests in mind.
Yep.
I mean,
They still
and
vote
said,
for
I
these
just
people.
do not get it. Yep,
Yeah, under the guise of lesser of the two evils. Yeah.
that is the evil.
Mm-hmm. Evil is evil no matter how much less it is. It's evil. So rather than voting for the lesser of the evils, maybe we should be voting for the better for the country.
Yep. And here's something I'll say too, since we talked about our elections. In 2020, I obviously voted for Dr. Joe Jorgensen. And, you know, and we catch a lot of flack for wasting your vote and all that.
Wasting your
crap,
vote.
Okay? Let me explain something to some of the people that may not know what that really means. I'm gonna give you my example. I live in Mississippi right now. Mississippi's a deep red state. Trump will landslide anybody ever. The only wasted vote in my state is one that isn't gold.
Right.
Because the red vote secured, the blue vote will never, ever win. So
Right.
help your national party, help the Libertarian Party. When you live in a secure state, you know, and even if you live in a purple state, vote gold.
I live in a purple state. Nevada is a
Yes,
purple
you
state.
do.
It keeps going back
Very
and forth
much.
from red to blue. So,
Yeah.
and I'm going to keep voting gold.
Exactly. Look up your state's voting laws. It's important. It's important how they receive those votes and then they translate those to the Senate, to Congress on that date, January 6th or whatever. You know, that's very important. Like Pennsylvania has, I think they have ranked voting there. You know, so look up what your state does. Mine is just straight up. Whoever wins the most popular gets the electoral, and boom, it shoots right up. So look that stuff up and figure out how you can be more involved in helping your community, reaching out to spread the libertarian message.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We need more of our people going out there and being active, for sure.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, I think we're really lucky because the people that we have at our two groups are pretty active. So they want to go out there and help stir it up. So we just need to we need to recruit more. And this is where the being nice comes in. You know, we're never going to have our party build up if you're not fucking being nice to people. You got to be nice.
You got to be a decent human being.
You got to be a decent human being if you want people to emulate you. Just saying.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And so, but what I'd say to both of our groups where we do have those leaders, those are fire starters, and you got to have them. You know, people can't. You can only do so much, right? You need a team. You need people around you. So you need the fire starters, and we inspire, and they inspire, and then they inspire.
Absolutely, we need to be raising up leaders. And that's the thing, you know, you were talking about, you know, me being a leader. I don't see myself as a leader, but I get, you know, I am. I own that. I do. But that's exactly what we try and do in every aspect of our lives. We should be taking people that look at you as a leader and turning them into leaders, and just breeding out new leaders all over the place, over and over. Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. Keep doing it over and over and over again. We need to get as many leaders out there as we can and just take over the damn country.
Yeah, it's so funny to me because I feel like personally that most of these libertarians, they're just natural born leaders. But we just have a hard time wrangling cats, like Phil likes to say all the time, wrangling feral cats in the thunderstorm, you know. But libertarians are natural born leaders. That's why you buck the system so bad. That's why it's just instinctive nature.
That and like, you know, I'm not saying this to be vain or anything like that, but on the whole, libertarians are just more intelligent and they're better debaters. So that's why. It is. It's a group of leaders. Absolutely right, Nathan. I'm reading these. That's right. I am a mad woman voting gold in a purple state, and I'll do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I'm a rebel like that. I'm gonna keep doing it, and you can't stop me.
Not a real Dominic.
Dominic,
you ain't a real libertarian, bro. Just kidding. We're all real libertarians, and we're all not. That's the point.
That's right. Well, let's see. Has everybody here been told that they're not a real libertarian? Because once you're told that you're not a real libertarian, then you become a real libertarian. It's magic.
Hey. Amen.
I got
several skins on that wall.
Oh, I've been told that I was
too. I'm sure that's not
a new libertarian because I was trying to change shit to be like, yeah. I love that though. You're not a real libertarian. That cracks me up. I think it's hysterical. I do. I laugh every time I see that.
Me too. I make memes about it all the time.
Maybe a libertarian. Kevin's the only real libertarian. Kevin is the only real libertarian here. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon is the only real
libertarian. Yep. Yep. He doesn't believe in taxes either. Someone tries to take a little bit of his snack, he gets pissed. Mm-hmm.
It's a NAT violation.
It is a NAT violation.
Robert Spencer said, "Love you, Bobo."
Aw, love you too.
It's a group of leaders, not a group of peons. That's exactly right.
That's for damn sure.
What's up, Mike Tomlin? Mike Tomlin's my guy. He's from way back.
Yeah. Hey, Mike Tomlin.
Dominique keeps logging in and logging off. Thanks for all the notes, Dom.
I can't tell who's watching, so.
Cool. Yeah, it's rolling up at the bottom of the screen.
Well, just everybody that's not in the hub, you guys want to go see boobs, you go over to the Discord, okay? That's where the boobs are.
That's funny.
See, we don't hide them. Oh, you little turd. Stinker. She was just like, wait, like she was going to give me this. Give me this. I'm going to show them what you did, you little stinker. She went like she was going to throw this water at me.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. It looked like she tried to throw something at you.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to kill you. No water. It was fun. Princess.
Yeah,
not
princess.
Just boobs, friends too. Absolutely. That's where most of the libertarian love fest is always happening on the Discord. Yeah. They're just, I mean, everybody's just so uplifting. I mean, they are through all the social media outlets, but friends with great boobs, yes.
It's funny. Oh, Robert, that is classic, bro. Hey, that was a good play, putting those in 2 comments. I see you, Robert, putting those in 2 separate comments. That's funny. Are you
gonna be interviewing Princess? You need to interview Princess. She's awesome.
Yeah, but I haven't said anything because, you know, I had you on tonight, so I wasn't gonna disrespect you like that. But yeah.
Yay.
We'll have Princess on. Yeah, I'm a little bit intimidated.
I lost my phone, sorry. Yay. I feel so privileged I was your first.
Yeah.
I popped your video cherry.
Yeah, we did a duet, me and Phil, for the first one, but man, that hearing was rough. And what's up, bro? Talk about how they take our taxes and drive our country into the ground. How much time you got? Like, that's a movie. Mike Tomlin said, what up, bro? Talk about how they take our taxes and drive our country in the ground. I mean, like, we need a movie. That's right, Nathan.
We do need a movie. Well, we'll have a reality show here soon. So
yeah,
we'll have you as a guest star on the reality show.
Yeah,
I'll give you a whole episode.
Michael Tomlin, for sure. It's not the football coach Michael Tomlin, by the way, but he was a college basketball star. So yeah, I mean, look, they take the how many years of your life have you honestly known that the bulk of the country knew about pork in a bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we see that now. That's really kind of fresh. Most people haven't been paying attention. So when you
Right.
talk about stealing our taxes and running into the ground, look at how much money's been sent overseas for stimulus.
Right.
Unreal.
Yeah, they give us like out of that $200 billion stimulus or whatever. I think they spent like $2 billion on us. The rest of it went overseas, something like that.
It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Why
so
are we the babysitter for everybody
they-
else's country? That's what I want to know. Why are we why are we the world's mafia? Like seriously,
Right.
yeah, I'll give you some money, but you don't stay on our good side. We're gonna fuck you up. And send over some bombs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Break your kneecaps, man.
Yeah, conservatives like to call it, or Republicans or whatever. They say peace through power, which I understand. I get that, but you don't need.
We don't need to be a
meddling
superpower.
in everybody's business.
We
It's
don't. We
ridiculous.
need to be out of everybody. Yes, Princess, you're gonna be the host. You are, but you got to make every scene sound sexy, okay? And Sarah went out there to dig a trench for the water pipes.
Yeah, look, Princess, for some reason I can imagine that you'll probably snag any role you want just about anywhere, so
Mm-hmm.
you're fine.
Oh yeah.
You're going to be okay.
Yep.
I mean, that pork bill, that's a great example of how they steal our money and go anywhere where we need it to. You know? And
yep.
Not a TV series.
You don't have a normal voice. You have a sexy as hell voice, Princess. Mm-hmm. Yep, giving us back crumbs on the stimulus money. Absolutely right,
Yeah,
Michael.
Exactly. Yeah, and
so dumb.
The Republicans fought over that. Like, that was the part of the bill that was up in question of what we should shrink. It's incredible. I'm talking about the second to last one. This one, they all kind of just fought, but they fought over how much to give us. Like, that was the issue. Like, giving Pakistan $50 million, whatever.
Right.
Giving $15 million to Sri Lanka for a military boat.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Pakistan has a history of being such a peaceful, nice country. So, I'm sure they're going to use the money for good stuff, right? Like helping their fellow person, right? Yeah, I mean
she said I sound like an adult human female.
I can say that with a straight face.
It's funny.
Right? Yeah. You sound like an adult human. No, I sound like an adult human female. You sound like sex on a stick, and we have had this conversation, woman.
Just accept it, Princess. Some people just have a voice for radio.
She's just naturally one of the sexiest women like ever. Seriously. She is so freaking hot. Everything about her. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking about you, Sarah Brooke.
Yeah, Mike says they're going to try to use this Colorado incident to chip away at the 2A.
Did you see the thing they passed about saying that it's unconstitutional? It's nowhere in the Constitution to say we can carry our guns around. You see that?
Yeah. That passed in the Circuit Court of Appeals, I believe. Yeah. So they're going to continue to chip away at that. We gotta hope that our judiciary system can uphold the Constitution, but at this point, who knows? So,
Who are you addressing, Cassandra, when you say that? Huh? Cassandra, who are you? Are you talking to Princess? Or are you talking to me?
She's got to be talking to Princess.
Oh, you're gonna talk about me? I said nice things about you. They can carry these nuts.
Crystal clear too.
Whose?
Yours.
Mine? Oh, it's clear, but it's horrible.
Clear and perfect. No.
I spent a lot of years public speaking, so I know how to enunciate very well.
Robert.
See?
That's funny.
Yes. D's Nuts, be careful. I actually got a 30-day ban on Facebook for threatening D's Nuts. I said I was going to kill D's Nuts, and they gave me a 30-day ban on Facebook because I said I was going to kill D's Nuts. I was going to take them out.
Yes, so Tiffany just is verifying that Princess Rivulet has a golden voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's turned into a princess love fest, which I'm okay
No, I mean,
with.
because she's awesome. And here's the funny thing. We were telling her the other day on Liberty and Lingerie, she was, no, I wouldn't listen to me, Lou. I wouldn't listen to me read anything. I get the point across, but I don't sound all nice like her.
Cassandra.
I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, well. Oh, she was talking about how I say all these nice. Okay, so yeah, I lost my train of thought. She was saying how someone had mentioned how she's basically famous, you know, on Facebook and social media and stuff. She didn't think that she was, and I'm like, you know, you are kind of. I mean, everybody knows who you are, and she was shocked to discover this. She didn't realize that people know who she is. She's, you know, got a name for herself now. So. Yeah, your little you know, fire is starting to light real bright there, Princess. So
yeah, ain't no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny because I also heard that I'm not famous. I just love y'all.
You will be.
I heard
especially
Spike
when we
got
start a
his
reality
little
show.
making memes.
What's that?
That's good. I said I heard Spike got his start by being a meme maker.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what he is. He's an internet guy.
Who's that?
You know, and then he ran for Spike Cohen.
Oh, Spike. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But I did hear that he kind of caught fire with making memes. He is an
I believe that.
internet guy. I know that.
I believe that. I think social media really has a bigger hold on us than TV, radio, anything else right now. I think that if you can spread your message through social media, you're going to get so much farther than anything else. I really do. So I think all of us are on the right track. I think all of us are on the right track by blowing it up. So yeah.
I've never even paid for cable. I've only streamed everything. And before then, I just go to somebody else's house or go to a restaurant or something to watch. You know, and now social media is the thing.
It is.
And so
it's how we are entertained. It's how we get our news. It's how. Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem too. That's the problem with social media is that, you know, people tend to not fact check. Nathan, what you're saying, people listen to anything on social media and media in general. Yeah, and then they just take it as fact. And the sad thing is a lot of people will look at memes that look like it's, you know, newsworthy and they take it as fact too. And so people are just, I look up everything. Turn y'all.
Oh, appreciate that, Mike.
TV and screens off. You know, I've done. Turn y'all TVs and screens off. Sometimes we're in the world is a better place. It is, especially if you're out there in the hills hiking or whatever. Get out in the wilderness. Yeah.
Yeah. Spend time outside.
Spend time outdoors. Outdoors is good.
Get them UVs. Did you say something?
Me?
Yeah, there was kind of a delay there for a second.
There's been like I'm hearing myself talking like 5 minutes after I'm done talking. So, is that my headphones or is that?
I don't hear that.
No. Hey, my friend Elaine is on. Hi, Elaine. Yes, this is working much better. Better than what?
Nice.
Good. So what should we talk about now? You guys have any ideas? You want to talk about?
Right.
You want to bring up anything? Anything you want to discuss?
Yeah. Yeah, y'all jump in the comment section and let us
Jump
know.
in. Anything you want to know about the Porcupine
anybody-
Hub while we got you here, or Cajun Libertarian page?
Anybody else wanting to run for office?
Ooh, good question. I want to pick people's brains. Hate that echo.
I am still echoing.
Me too.
I'm considering running for office
Really?
as well. Same thing. Mine is alderman. Same thing as city council. We'll see.
Do it. We'll run
really-
together.
The problem is that I haven't moved there yet, and you have to live in that district for 2 years, I think, before you can run. So I'm not sure. I'm already heavily involved.
She was asking what we were talking about because we missed the first couple minutes. I think you missed more than a couple minutes. We've been on for like an hour, I think. So
Yeah, Jennifer, you missed quite a bit.
How gun control is really population control. They hide behind guns and try and take ours away. Drugs are illegal. People still have drugs. Yes. You know what? Every time I see gun control, first thing I see is Nazi Germany, those fingernails in the walls. That's all I see. That's all I can see when I hear gun control. That's all I see. Because that's the first thing they did over there, too, in Nazi Germany is they confiscated everybody's guns. They took away their health care. They put them all on universal health care. They wanted everybody dependent on the government. They took away the guns, and boom. Boom. All of a sudden, they're, yeah, it's terrifying. The idea of us having to give up guns is absolutely terrifying to me. I wouldn't do it. Fuck that.
I don't even know how they're going to pull this off. I mean, like, that's what's going to be so kind of entertaining, I guess. I know it's kind of scary, but how are you going to pull this off? I mean,
go house to house.
Look, at the end of the day, yeah, but with what? My question is, the only answer there is that the UN would have to collude with several countries' militaries, and they would all have to come in CONUS. I don't know any other way. They've got a big problem on their hands. We have more guns than the top 10 militaries combined.
We have more guns in this country. The people in this country have more guns than they have pets.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I think that's fantastic. Yeah. I think it's fantastic. We actually need guns. We don't really need pets. I need my Kevin, though. I need Kevin. But
I would be a little bit more concerned about certain counties' buyback programs than anything else.
Yes.
Right now. Now. You could pass all the legislation you want. We're still all armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
But the buyback programs kind of scare me. I mean, it'll have to be straight out tyranny.
Yeah.
For them they're going to have to let you know, like, we're being absolute authoritarian tyrants. We're coming door to door, and we're coming to take your guns. And if you don't comply, then you're going to go to jail. That doesn't look like a very near future to me, but who knows?
Okay, Jennifer is asking she's familiar with Cajun, but what is a Porcupine Hub? Okay, so let me give you, I'll give you a brief idea because it's kind of hard to explain. It started off a singles page, but then it morphed into, as we were talking about it, basically a libertarian love fest. We all kind of support each other, and it's kind of a big morph family. Hold on just a second. Please stop, Mara. I'm in the middle of a conversation. Thank you. She just really wants to be part of it. Anyway, so basically, that's what it is. It's basically a big old libertarian love fest. It's like a hangout. It's like I would say like a virtual bar. It's pretty much that's the best way I can think of to describe it. It's kind of like a virtual bar. Yeah, we're all just kind of hanging out and having fun and lifting each other up, and you should definitely join. And if you went on the Discord or the MeWe, then you get the NSFW version of Porcupine Hub. So, and that's a lot of fun. That's where we host the Liberty and Lingerie, and that's where we also run Learn Lingerie and talk about politics.
Yeah, Jennifer is an admin for us on the Unalienable group.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah. There's a rifle behind every blade of grass. That's exactly right. Huh. That's a great comment right there, Nathan.
Yeah, pets are as much as necessary. I was just joking. I couldn't live without my Kevin Bacon. Like he's what helps me with my. I mean, I've got really bad PTSD, and if it weren't for Kevin, I probably would have like taken my own life a while back. To be honest, he's fantastic.
Mom, put these on your eyes. I'm gonna drop all these.
What else? Damn, I'll be right over. We'd love to have you.
Michael Reed.
Let's see.
Oh,
I read all these
go check it
comments.
out, Jennifer. Yeah, they're stacking up on us.
I hate that little delay. It's driving me nuts. I can hear it.
Yeah, I don't know. At first it was fine, and then all of a sudden, about 45 minutes into it, or 30 minutes into it, started delaying. It was weird.
And yeah. Should we chase the left or the right fit votes or night? Chase them both. Rainwater in Indiana tried to appeal to Republicans. Chase them both. You know what? That's something this year I was taking them from both sides. I would appeal to, the Republicans. I would appeal to their guns and their lack of taxes, and liberals. I was chasing them, with the gay rights and the drug rights and everything else. Yep. Go after both of them. And I got about equal amount. I probably turned about, I think, 23 Republicans, and I turned 18 Democrats. Me. I did that. Yep. And they were so proud too. They showed me their vote too. They're like, I did it. I voted for Mama Joe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it can be done. It can be done. People think you can't change people's votes, but yeah, people are listening. They're paying attention. As long as you're not being a total dick to people, they're going to listen to you. They want to learn. Most people do anyway. Yeah. Appeal to both.
Yeah. Part of the battle we're fighting is the fact that people don't understand there is even a third option. They just understand that they have heard one.
Right.
They don't understand there actually is one.
Right.
So you gotta spread the message.
Right. Well, no, you're right. There's still people that say you only have two choices. You only have two choices.
Yeah. Government psyops.
Yeah.
Says it's called a Nazi and a commie in the same day so many times.
Same. Oh my God. Same here. That's so
cognitive
funny.
Dissonance. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, me too. The cognitive dissonance lies there with the fact that Nazis were communists, and they don't even get it. They still
straight ticket voting. The straight ticket voting is feeding into the idiots of this country. That's all it is. It's feeding into the freaking idiots that don't want to look into anything on their own.
Straight ticket voting. Yeah, I always heard that straight ticket voting was the dummy punch for America.
Yep, and it is. Well, and our founding fathers said if we ever had, a two-party country, that would be the death of this country, and it's been like that for the last 150 years. So.
George Washington said it himself.
Yes, he did.
I mean, the first one, and we still ignored it.
Yes, we did. It's almost like the guy knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Here, Porky.
Straight ticket voting is killing us. Yeah. Yeah, so they're not only indoctrinating that the third option doesn't matter or that there isn't one, they are literally litigating in court against the third option. Like, you can go back and look at Texas, and they had like 11 laws, or don't quote me, I'm sorry. They had lawsuits this last year to keep libertarians off the ballot. It's a real deal. You want to talk about collusion? Republicans and Democrats collude to keep libertarians from gaining any sort of advantage. It's not just indoctrination. They're doing it in court.
Yeah, that bullshit with the debates. Oh my God. Well, if you get numbers on the polls, then you can go to the debates. But we're not going to push you in the polls.
Yeah, me too, Dominique. Yeah, me too. I can pull conservative Republicans a lot easier to this side than I can liberals. That may piss people off. I don't care. I'm giving my life experience. I pull a lot out every day all over. And that's just my experience. They're very closed-minded, and conservatives are just scared. And they're authoritarian. They want their power over others, but it's way more significant from my experience from the left. They're not trying to hear none of it. It's my way or the highway. They want no negotiation. If we can agree on the Bill of Rights, I'm good. Like, I can work with you.
Right.
But when you believe that the Constitution is just a piece of trash.
Well, here's the thing: is that with liberals, you gotta appeal to their sensitivity, their sensitive side.
Yeah.
And I know that's
Emotional
hard for us
side.
because we want facts and logic, and that's how we operate. And that's how I am too. But we have to soften it down when we're talking to liberals. We do.
Yeah.
We gotta learn how to talk to people if we want to actually lure them over. And liberals, you have got to soften it. You got to soften it. You got to let them know that you understand where they're coming from and you hear them. And that's the problem, is that too many people, it's like they brush them off, cut them off. You need to listen. You got to listen to what their concerns are, because some of their concerns are very valid. Their concerns are very valid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, they just may not
and
go.
I would say this too.
She was silenced.
No,
I agree.
Yeah, so what I would say is, one thing I've been preaching lately is that we shouldn't conflate the label liberals or Democrats with what we view or what the media gives us as today's left. Because classical liberals and Democrats do not associate with what today's leftism is. And so I've personally took it upon myself to mandate my vocabulary where I don't associate liberals or Democrats with what today's hard left is, because what today's hard left is just totalitarianism, authoritarianism. Classical liberals and Democrats, they don't want anything to do with that. They're way more along the lines of what we fall in line with, as far as let people do what they want. I don't care, just don't hurt nobody.
Right.
The cat went crazy just now.
I heard that.
I got 2 of them, and they fight. We're fighting to be included on the ballots in some states. There's no doubt about it. That's what Michael Reese, that's what I'm talking about. The Republicans and Democrats get together in court and litigate against us to keep us off ballots, to keep us from having access. This isn't a small thing. And then they downplay us and they make us look like we're the ones that are idiots. It's incredible. Like, the money spent against us should tell the story of how much our message deserves to be put out there.
Right. Well, it also tells the story of how much we scare them.
Yeah, exactly. Very, 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 very fearful.
Very fearful. They should be.
They should be.
They should be fearful, because we want to tear down what they built. So, fuck them. Let's tear it down.
I love it. I mean, I could not agree more. I mean,
yeah, I'm a man of action. A woman of action. Whatever. A pig of action. I know.
Besides the ballot access, most people don't seem to vote with what they really believe, just against who they hate.
Right.
And again,
and that's not okay.
No, so again, but that's rooted in fear. We're dealing with the same problem here. It's fear. And the fear is that if I don't vote this way, then this will win.
Right.
So I got to vote against this as opposed to voting for what's right.
Right.
It's just fear. And the fear porn coming from the media against the centrists, against independent voters, is so overwhelming, it seems like it's impossible. But go have a conversation. Go have this conversation with your neighbor, a random person, and talk to them about how much the government sucks. You're going to agree with them. 9 times out of 10. You're going to agree with them. I'm not talking to you, Bobo. I know you do this. I'm talking to everybody else. Yeah. Go and have the conversation. Talk to them. It's simple. And then you can insert libertarianism. Ask them, well, have you heard about the Libertarian Party? No. Yes. What about it? Explain, whatever organically pops up. But you have an opportunity, or at least I have an opportunity every day with double-digit people that I can bring up organically how absolutely infused in our lives the federal government is right now, and we were never built to be this way.
No, we weren't. No, we were not. I agree.
Take all that time. I just
100. Yeah.
love it.
Does anyone want a sample?
Sorry.
Morgan, since she was silenced. Yeah, we all are.
She was silenced. She absolutely was. I mean, I think that, considering she wasn't put in the polls, she wasn't put in the debate, she wasn't put in anything. I think for her to even pull the 2% that she pulled, that was amazing. You know, I mean, yes, Josh, I have 2 pigs. Love snowflakes. They are a sensitive bunch. Yeah.
There's not many actual leftists in politics. they're putting their grassroots in though. I'll tell you this, Nathan. Make no mistake. The Democrats have a much better business model than the Republicans. They're aggressive. They set goals. It doesn't matter what stumbling block it is. It doesn't matter if they have to do it illegally. They don't care about any of that. They're going to go for it. They have a much better business model. So look for that grassroots leftist movement that starts with AOC.
Right. Well, that's the thing. We need to be more on the grassroots. We do. I mean, I think,
More grassroots.
like I said, both of our groups are so on it. I mean, they are so on it. They're out there doing stuff all the time. We need, like I said before, we were talking about it before, we need to start raising more leaders. Start training everybody else to do what we're doing. Spread it. Spread it. Yep. And, all of our groups, our 3 groups, mine, yours, and the Unalienables. I mean, I love how everybody has been, just like sharing each other's groups and lifting each other up. That's the way it should be. It's not about our groups. It's about the whole libertarian project together. We're in this for the long haul. We're not in this for the everybody looking at us because we have a group. No, we're in this to lift up the Libertarian Party. So
yeah, it's absolutely a long-term investment. This isn't a short goal. And if you're joining the Libertarian Party, you must understand that there's nothing short about these goals. They're all long-term because we're so far away, because we have such mountainous hills to climb because of the forces working against us.
It is.
But
big time.
You can do something every day, and that's what's important. I don't look at this stuff as such a mountain to climb. I look at what can I do today to spread one message of individual liberty.
Yep. All those little ripples will make a big wave eventually. All those little ripples.
Exactly.
Just start those little ripples. They'll all start. Okay, stop biting me.
I said Bernie is as close as they come, I'd say. I'd say AOC is worse than Bernie.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, at least Bernie's honest.
That's true.
I like Bernie. I would never vote for him, but I think he's a genuine man.
I think so too.
He really cares. I think he really believes in his cause, and he's honest about it, and that's why he's been cheated out of the DNC twice. Again, I would never vote for him. His policies suck the butthole.
Yeah.
I think he's honest. At least he's not going to lie right to your face like the rest of them. He does. But
right, you need to go take your melatonin.
He still believes in his cause, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I live in MAGA town. The snowflakes, they sure are a sensitive bunch. That's what's so funny about it. Both sides are snowflakes. And there's a bunch of libertarians that are snowflakes. I try to go out of my way to not be so thin and offended. It doesn't help your cause when you're debating at all. Stay out of your feelings.
No. I think that's what so many of us get wrong, is that we just automatically, instinctively want to debate. We want to debate. We want to set people right when we hear them talking this stupid nonsense that we know is wrong, but really, we really need to get in the habit of just listening and understanding what they're saying is not coming from a place of hatred. It's not coming from a place of, anger or anything else. Most of the time it's coming from a place of, like you were talking about, fear, concern, worry, everything else. So if we were talking to these people, listen to their concerns, talk to them logically, address their concerns in a way that they'll understand it in their terms, not in our terms, in their terms.
Yeah. Yeah. Be empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Being empathetic.
Big time.
Feeling the way other people feel, trying to put yourself in their shoes. Fear is easy to prey upon. Yeah.
It is.
Scary. I mean,
isn't the Democrats that say never let a good tragedy go to waste?
Yeah, well,
and they do that. They prey on the fears, huh?
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Mm-hmm. Never let a good tragedy go to waste.
Yeah.
They've been saying that for years, and
Fear
they
makes
don't.
money.
Yeah.
No.
You're absolutely right, Nathan. We
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
yeah, they say libertarians are selfish, but we are the only ones who truly care about everyone's freedom and liberty. Yeah, absolutely. And rights. And rights. We want people to have their
Yep.
rights. Yeah.
That's what
100%.
that's propaganda. That's
Yep.
just propaganda. That's media propaganda that libertarians are super selfish. No,
Yeah.
we care about every person's self. So if we're
Yep.
selfish in that regard, then fine. I'll be selfish. But the fact is that no matter how stupid you are, I'll still fight for your right to say it.
Because
I want to be left alone.
Cassandra,
Therefore,
not to be a Lord of the Rings nerd, but Gandalf said it best. Saruman? I don't know how to pronounce that. And it's funny because I love that movie. Thank you. Believes it is only great power that can hold evil in check. But that is not what I have found. I found it is small everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love. That is 100%. Yep. It is. It's all the little acts. And it's funny because, the old direct sales company that I work for, we were talking about that because I used to run a bunch of charities. Like I would support like 50 charities at once, when we were doing our events and stuff. And the lady that ran the charity department of Monet, we were sitting there talking, and she said, honestly, your best bet is to just take one and really lift it up. And she goes, and everybody seems to think that you need a lot to do really good. You need a lot of money. You need a lot of, power or whatever, and to do really good. But that's not it. It's everybody taking a little bit and pitching in that makes a bigger impact. It's not one person pitching in like, $10 million. It's 10 million people pitching in $5.
right.
Exactly. You can do so much more. Okay, hold on just a second. What, Mar?
Can I use your teapot?
Huh?
Can I use your teapot?
Yes, you can use teapot. Did you take your melatonin, honey? Okay, good girl. Sorry.
The princess says fear makes money, and say what you want about liberals, but they can get someone fired for shows they don't even watch. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They're very aggressive. They've got an agenda, and they're not going to let a speed bump get in their way. They're going to go all for it. We need to be that aggressive.
We do.
Liberals about that action. Exactly.
We do.
Very aggressive. Much better game plan. Much better business model.
Well, not only that, but we also have a tendency, like right after election is over, we have a tendency right after election is over to give up and don't start back up again for 3.5 more years. We're not doing that this time.
Yep.
No, that's not happening.
No.
Nope.
No, that's what we all picked up right at the beginning of the year.
Bobo has spoken.
Right.
Which one do I turn? I don't know which.
One second.
Is it this one or
Is this one?
I'm trying to find out where you're at.
Sorry.
I appreciate that, Nathan. I agree as well. Jennifer said, but I'm so sick of the bickering. I mean, that's one of what
we all are.
3 and 4 and 5 of these groups are trying to do. We're trying to lay down a foundation to where we can stop that. We have to have a family. We have to have a community. Look at the Republicans. Look at the Democrats. They really have some die-hard bases. Like they're not going anywhere. They built a community.
Right.
They did that within the small groups. We have to do that. That's the only way to stop the bickering is by doing what we're doing. We need y'all to do what we're doing.
Yep. Stop it in its tracks if you guys see it. Just like, you know what? We're all supposed to be on the same side. Okay, this whole you're not a real libertarian shit, that needs to stop. It does. It needs, even when we find it fucking hysterical, it needs to stop. Otherwise, we're never going to lure people over to our side. It's just not going to happen.
Nah, they come in our comment section and see us just throwing gas on flame. It's like, yeah, I'm
exactly.
Yes,
it has
Michael
grown a lot.
Reese,
I agree.
LP has grown
a lot. I think it's awesome.
Big time. And it's growing even more. even more. We can't.
Well, and
We cannot let
here's the funny thing is you're going to get pushback from all the hardcore libertarians. Like we already have. We've gotten a lot of pushback from the quote unquote hardcore libertarians that don't believe that we should be the kinder, nicer, people. We should just continue being assholes and fuck your feelings. Right. But, I am totally okay with them weeding themselves out and going to another party and us being able to expand this to what libertarianism is supposed to be about. We were never designed to push everybody else away and be in this little bubble by ourselves.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, it's hard for me to understand how you can embrace individual liberty while being a total dick.
Right?
That doesn't make sense to me. How can you care about that person's liberty if you're a butthole, like pretentious walking butthole?
Right.
Some of them carries a social handicap. Yeah.
Right.
It ain't wrong. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's getting late. I gotta go put my daughter to bed. You didn't realize how long we've been on here.
That's
a good thing, though.
19 years.
Woo! There'll be more once you post it.
40. Yeah.
There'll be more. We'll post
Yeah.
it. There'll be a lot of views on there later. So.
Oh yeah, we've had
This was fun though.
A bunch of comments. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah. No, we should do this again. We'll do this again sometime. Maybe I'll bring you up. I'll bring you over to the hub. We'll bring you over to the hub and have an interview over there.
Let's plan on it. I'm good with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna announce tomorrow. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just reading what Princess said.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
That's awesome.
I said I'm gonna announce tomorrow when I'll have her on. But again, I don't want to spend any time on that. Really, I love you, Princess, but I gotta respect my Bobo right now. And I would love to come on for you. Whenever.
Let's do this. We'll wait until after you get done with when you get done with Princess. So we'll plan in a couple weeks. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I'll announce tomorrow the date for Princess, and then I would love to come on and do the same thing. I'm talking about.
She's talking about me the whole time.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
Say nice things. I said nice things about you. I'm gonna send her flats right beforehand, so I'll be her bestie. Lemon pepper flats. I know the way to her heart. I know the way to her heart. I know how to win her love.
That's right.
That's my boo.
Yeah. She said she'll be honest.
Oh, great.
We didn't expect anything less.
Yeah, I hope so. Be nice, honest. I know she will be, though. She's awesome. I fucking love Princess. If she wasn't younger than my daughter.
Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, wait a second.
She says, good night. Yeah, we should probably get going. Good night, Miss Princess. We love you.
Awesome.
See this one back here going crazy.
That's funny. All right. Well, go put your daughter to bed. I am going to get my
Okay, Mario, you want to come say goodnight? Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.
My kid's in bed.
Well, oh, really? Well, you're a lot later over there. It's about 8:30 here, so almost 8:30.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Where are you at? You're in Louisiana, right?
I'm from Louisiana. I'm in Mississippi.
He's in Mississippi. And then there's people that are in Colorado. Where's everybody else at? I'm like, there's a bunch of people on here.
Bunch of people from everywhere,
And
all over the country.
Cassandra's up in Illinois again. I miss her. And Emily, who's up the street. Okay.
Brad, what's up?
All right, I'm going to go put her
right.
to bed. It was wonderful talking to you. It was nice to see you face to
too.
face. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
looking
sure.
forward to
It
when
was
we do
awesome.
this again. Yeah, we had a great time. All right,
Thank
bye,
you so
everybody.
much.
Thanks for everybody for tuning in and chiming in and, giving us all the great comments. You guys are awesome.
Yes, very much so. Thank y'all. We love y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.